Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cooper channel. I'm Scott Cooper and this is my review of Newcastle versus Aston Villa and West Brom versus Aston Villa. It's a double, and here's my dog Axel as well. He's here with me to help me out today. Okay, so I've got two to go, so I'm going to be very quick. First of all, the Newcastle game, and after the game I know we were all a little bit disappointed. I was starting to think, well, get your beIN Sports, subscriptions ready, because that's the only reason or the only way we're going to be able to watch Villa next year is on the old Satanta. So but as we all know, things are looking a little bit more brighter. Okay, so first of all, the Newcastle game. Okay, the lineup. Gabby was still in, Gil was missing. Is he not good on away games? I didn't really understand that. So, we played well in the first half against Newcastle. I was really happy with sort of our intent, drive, closing down the ball, trying to win the ball back in their half. It was really good, but as we know, it didn't work out very well because we made a mistake, as we are very prone to this season, by Cora, who had missed the previous game and maybe, felt a little bit down on confidence, and they scored. And, from that point on, and even before that, to a certain extent, in that final third, we really panicked. We just, Benteke had a couple of chances, Gabby sort of looked dangerous on a few occasions, but they just really panicked in that final moment, that final ball, the shot, the finish, whatever. It just wasn't happening for us. We are a poor side on, with terrible confidence. Sher was trying to bring that in slowly, but there's a lot of work to do, and I don't know if he's got enough time. We'll see, but it was evident in that Newcastle game that we were a side that should have been in front and weren't, because of the confidence issues we have, especially in that final third. If you don't put your opportunities away, what happens in the Premier League? You get punished, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, Newcastle were terrible in this game. That's not like beat about the bush here. We got beaten by a shocking team. Now, Benteke was all over the defence at first. Delph was dominating. We had good tempo, good chances, but like I said, not enough quality, not enough going forward. Not enough sort of luck, I suppose, is another thing that's been hindering us lately. No luck at all. We had, sort of scrambles and things, and it just wasn't happening for us. So basically, and then what happens? Cisse scores. Cross comes in. It's a pretty poor cross, should have been cleared. Okoro goes to the ball, leaves his man, doesn't make, the clearance. And that was poor, okay, and he got a lot of sort of criticism over that, but even so, Cisse got to take a touch in the 6-yard box. He got a touch, got to control it, have a look up, then put it away. Like, I don't know how that happens. Clark didn't react, quick enough for me. So that was that, and then the second half we just, we never looked really like equalising, we still had the odd chances in here. Newcastle just sort of sat, kind of knew that just as long as they defended well, that, we probably weren't coming back into the game. So it was a good performance, but 0 points. And then out of these 4 games I've been talking about, 3 of them down, 0 points. So it was panic stations. That was 7 losses in a row, and I was thinking going into the Baggies game, we'll probably lose on the Tuesday and win on the Saturday, because that's just the Villa way, isn't it? That's what we do. We win the games we probably don't need to or shouldn't, and then the games that are absolutely crucial, we don't turn up. But come Tuesday, last night, so I got up nice and early and watched it before work, and I get the news that Insolvi is playing in the middle of the park. What the fuck? But to be fair, if you're going to play him, which is like a very sort of, well, it's a dangerous thing to do, you know, and silly thing to do. But if you're going to play him, I'd rather play him there than wide right, cutting him on his left, because he's very predictable that way and selfish and shit. And he didn't have a good game. So no Sinclair in the starting lineup either. That sort of surprised me, as he did score a goal a couple of games ago and looked a bit dangerous. So yeah, the rest was pretty standard. Yeah, so I mean, Gill not in again, so that's a bit of a, you know, 2 games in a row that he hasn't been picked or even come off the bench. So yeah, we started a little bit shaky. We were sort of like playing well again, but we, you know, like similar to the Newcastle game, we were, you know, not really. You know, we didn't have that killer instinct, that final touch, that confidence in the box in the final third. And then too many silly fouls is the one thing I want to bring up too. There was so many times that we actually pushed them into their penalty area, into their defensive area, and you know, Gabby or Nzog, especially them two, was just fouling them. But like when they were about to clear their lines, when they were about to give us the ball back. You know, and you know that goal comes from desperation, but it also comes from lack of that, and you know we need a bit more of that, especially in these last few games. So we had some luck in this game. Our luck changed. The worm has turned, everyone. Let's hope so anyway. But the first bit of luck was the Gabby goal. Now the first goal, it was a great flick from Benteke. Probably only one of 2 good things he did in the game, but I'll go on to that later. But the flick, lovely little flick, Gabby running in behind, great run, good touch, looked up, but his finish was really straight at the goalkeeper, and it went through his legs. Fosco. That was a shocking error. Like, on the TV they said, oh, what a finish from Gabby Bongahola. It wasn't a good finish. He hit it straight at the goalkeeper and he got a little bit lucky. But I was happy. We scored. We were in front. It was looking good. It was looking good. But as we all know, we needed that second goal. And, you know, it should have come. And I'll tell you when it should have come. The one that got cleared off the line, Gabby again. In, through, in. And once he scored, he grew an extra leg. It was brilliant. It was probably one of our better players, maybe our best in the game. But he started really panicking, like I said, silly fouls. But then after his goal, he really looked like Gabby of old, taking people on, going for it, making good runs. But the one where he shot under Foster and Les got cleared off the line, Gabby should have gone down. I know the commentator was like, oh, Gabby, stay on his feet. Isn't that good to see? No, it's not good to see. I'm sorry, but in this day and age, go the hell down. That would have been 2-0. Like, I'm pretty sure if he had done the old trailing leg, penalty, 2-0, game over. But he didn't do that. I'm going to give him credit. Well, whatever, he didn't do it. Some people do, some people don't. And, we were sort of looking for that second goal, but again, similar to the Stoke game, it never came, and the pressure sort of got put on us by the Baggies. Around the sort of 60-minute mark, Dawson had a header that should have been 1-1. That was shocking marking again. Okora, the culprit, didn't go with his man. Free header from about 5 yards out over the bar. More luck for us. Poor marking, fortune. That was a very lucky moment. So I'm thinking maybe we can just hang on here. Maybe, Delph, Hutton, Westwood, these kind of guys were all on top of their form. They were pushing. Delph looked like he had his old swagger back, trying a few of those little Cruyff turns and stuff that he does. It was looking like, a little bit more of the Villa of old. Well, not really of old, but, sort of our better players were sort of playing like they can, like we have seen them. Benteke was still quiet though, and I still didn't see a second goal coming from us, so I was thinking 1-0, it's going to be, you have to be hold on for 1-0. So they started coming into about the hour, Then they scored. The corner is a shocking goal for me because these are the sort of things when you're not playing well that you can eliminate. You know, it's like set pieces are sort of the one thing you can work on the training ground, and whoever decided, oh yeah, Lescott, he's a pretty good header of the ball, he's not bad in here, let's put Gabby on him. I mean, that kind of thing kills teams, and we nearly got killed for it. So that was terrible. The subs were good. I'll give Sherwood good credit there. The subs were really good. Grealish on, Bacuna, like that. Grealish actually played wide, really wide. You see, I've got this up here. I know that wasn't the starting lineup, but this is my lineup I want for the next Baggies game, the cup game on Saturday. I want Grealish and Bacuna in same team apart from that. But when he played, he played really wide, and he gave Delph that option to really spread us out and put some good balls in. I mean, it wasn't all great from Grealish when he got on the ball, but he was still sort of doing something positive with it, or at least like trying something that, like, you know, that we, you know, that had a positive effect on the team and sort of put them on the back foot and gave them something to think about. So that's what we need in these next games as well. Okay, and then finally, I'm thinking we're going to play well again, but it's going to be another disappointing result. It's going to be 1-1. I'm going to go to work pissed off. And the penalty! It's a penalty! It's the moment, I'm sure, that had you all choking on your cornflakes. It had you all waking up the neighbours and all sorts. And I was just absolutely loving it when the penalty was given. I mean, that is a major bit of fortune though. I mean, Foster should not have even come for that ball. And when he did come, he should have realised the Lowton was going nowhere. His touch went out for a throw-in almost. But he's gone, alright, yeah, I'm here now. Take him down. Boom, penalty. I had my doona over my head, and I was peeking out the corner and like, Benteke, what are you doing? It's a casual dot! But then I ran around the house just screaming. My wife was sort of looking at me as if, like, you know, what does he have for breakfast? Like, what did he put on his cornflakes? But it was a brilliant, brilliant moment. It was the win we had to have. It's put us in a position now. I don't want to get too carried away. It's still going to be tough. It's still going to be tough. We're sort of probably 60-40 still to go down in my book. You know, we've brought it a bit closer, but I'm confident we can do it. It's going to take a big effort, a very big effort. Not quite a miracle, but a big effort. So yeah, let's go for it again on Saturday. Let's go with this team, the Grealish, Bacuna in for Cleverly and Nzog. And let's go for it, and let's pick up some more sort of, you know, confidence, win the game, cup semi-final, big game in the Premier League next week. Up the Vela, 3 points. Hope you all enjoyed it. See you later.